vast blue expanse, critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Jen, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing killer whales up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will help you better understand this magnificent animal and everything they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Orchid's blowhole is perfectly located for taking quick breaths at the surface. It's also how she vocalizes. Her eyes are also visually distracted by the white oval eye patch on either side of her head. They're actually located in the dark parts of her face, camouflage for thrashing prey. The fin on her back is called a dorsal fin. The dorsal fin helps her stabilize while she swims. It might also help her regulate her body temperature. The flippers on either side of her body are called pectoral flippers. The flippers help her stop and steer while she's swimming. Inside one of those pectoral flippers, she has 5 bony digits, very similar to the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called tail flukes. The tail flukes are the engine of the killer whale and can propel them almost 30 miles an hour. That's pretty fast. But the whales swim the fastest, and they use the most power. When they're propelling, they're nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. A pectoral slap might be used to show dominance or to get the attention of whales in the surrounding area. For example, a mother might use a peck slap to get the attention of her cat. But when the whales really want to get noticed, they reach. Spot hopping is how killer whales coordinate, communicate, and get a better view of their surroundings. Fluke slaps are another form of body language that killer whales can use. Killer whales are excellent communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue, and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Kalia demonstrates a similar movement and behavior right here. Watching over floating blocks of ice knocking seals into the water. Shouka's going to demonstrate a similar wave-making technique, showing you one of the many intriguing and complex hunting strategies killer whales have developed around the world. In front of you, but you can't really imagine the power of the wave until you have experienced it firsthand. Luckily, on this warm afternoon, you all are going to get to experience the power of the wave. So let's see who's up first. Looks like right over here on the right-hand side of the stadium. You guys get ready. Go ahead and put those cautions on if you haven't yet. Here's Shouka, Nakai, Kalia, Amaya, and Makani all using those powers.
Oh shit.
Alright, now let's see what's next. I have a feeling it might have something to do with you guys over here on the left side of the stadium. Are you ready? Here they come.
It's just nice.
Ocean, it's no surprise that eat all kinds of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times bigger than our killer whale. So how does the whale the size of Shouka here eat a whale the size of our blue whale? It's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drag the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Part of the everyday life of killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. You'll often see killer whales showing off their playful side both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when whales swim fast to the surface, breaking out of the water, when they can. Kalia is going to demonstrate a rubbing behavior right here in front of all of you, similar to what whales in British Columbia might do. You'll also see killer whales imitating one another in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. Our whales are always learning from each other and mimicking each other. In the wild, a tail whip might be used to stun fish. But here today, our whales might just be stunning all of you. Their tail flukes, like you're seeing across the state of the pool there. Our veterinarians can come out and draw a blood sample from a vein running just under the skin of those flukes, and that blood sample will tell our veterinarians all kinds of things about the health of our whales and making sure they're staying healthy. We give these voluntary blood samples every single month. Our whales will also slide out on a scale. You're seeing Orca demonstrate this on the screen there. We weigh all 10 of our killer whales every single week to make sure the adults are staying healthy, and also to make sure that our younger whales, like 5-year-old Amaya and 7-year-old Makani, are growing properly. Our whales will even allow us to take a breath sample from their blood. All of these behaviors are only possible because of the relationship we've developed with them day after day here at SeaWorld. Now, throughout the presentation, we've talked a lot about the physical adaptations of the whales and their many different behaviors, but now I want to tell you about these two whales right here. This is Kalia and Amaya. Amaya is our youngest killer whale at 5 years old. Kalia is her mom. They also live here with Amaya's dad, Ulysses. There's also a few other family members in the pool. Kalia's older brother, Nakai, and younger brother, Makani. We really do have a family of killer whales. We challenge the whales every day to engage, to learn new things, and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world.
Splash.
If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.